back to another episode of Growing Demands.
We are so excited to be back for episode 3. And on this episode tonight, we're going to be talking with you guys about friendship.
I'm so excited to talk about this topic. I feel like we need to hear more about this topic, and it's very important. You know what I'm saying? Friendship is very important. So let's just go right into it. And let me ask you, what does friendship mean to you? What does that word mean to you? Because a lot of times it's used loosely, and you know, it's not taken as serious. But I really consider the word friendship a serious term. So what does that mean to you?
I would have to say friendship to me is finding a person who, one, has like-minded goals as you, not necessarily the same, but someone who's going down a similar path as you, meaning that you guys have some sort of common interest. You're heading in the same direction. If you're pretty much setting up your lifestyle to go in a positive way, or in a growing way, then you want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people just like that. Also, for me, friendship is really like finding your soulmate without being in a relationship, right? Because you really want that person to be someone who is a part of your everyday journey.
I agree.
What about you?
I agree. I think friendship means just finding your equal and a person that you can share things with, you can go through experiences with, and you know that person, no matter what, is going to be there for you. You know what I mean? Like a person there to encourage you or motivate you or whatever you need. I feel like that is what a friend means. Someone that you can rely on, you can depend on, you can trust. Like all of those words are very heavy in the word friendship. So,
no holding back. No holding back. I love that. Well, so what we want to do with you guys today, to one, just kind of spice it up. We want to play a game amongst each other about our friendship, how well do we know each other, and how this journey has gone. So let's get it started.
Well, do you want to give the backstory about our friendship first?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. So I would say our friendship, so for those of you who don't know, if you have not watched the first episode, we already told you that we came from the same hometown. So we come from a very small hometown where we went to the same high school together. And from there, we was on dance line together for 2 years. So I think that's when we first
became acquainted.
Like it was very cordial, very like, okay, hey girl. We've seen each other every day. For practices, for games, every day. But I think we was very cordial. I think it wasn't until college where we kind of kicked it off. And you can go from there.
So college, Bria came in. Bria came in my sophomore year. She was a freshman, and just seeing a familiar face typically always makes that transition just a little bit easier for you. So her coming in as a freshman, me already being there, it was kind of just like a hey, very, very warm welcomes. And then from there, we just, like I mentioned, had a very common interest between the Royal Court, as well as sorority interests and things of that nature. Just as two women with a very common goal of being successful. We were both very driven, both just we was on our A game. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Very hungry and determined young women. So that kind of drew us together very closely. And so now here we are today, and
adulthood,
and
we still hanging in there, strong. So what would you say? A very strong friendship. About how many years have we been friends? I would say starting with 15, maybe 2015, 2014. 2014 is when I came in.
Why is 2015?
2015 is when we really connected. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So about
7, 8 years.
Yeah, 7, 8 years.
About 7 or 8 years.
7, 8 years strong. So we almost at that 10-year mark.
And the one thing I truly appreciate about our friendship is that oftentimes it's very difficult for women to have and hold on to friendships, because oftentimes you'll see people trying to go on trips and can't make it work, or going on trips and arguing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of those friendships, and I'm not here to judge anyone else's friendship. I'm only here to shed light on our friendship.
Yeah.
And I think oftentimes we just know how to make it work amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we understand each other, and then we know how to, like, it's not even like a purposeful thing, honestly. It's like natural. We don't have to like try hard, you know, because it's already just organic, and I love that.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it, because I think my first question kind of correlates to what you said.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If I may say, these are completely anonymous questions. I have no idea what she's about to ask me, and she has no idea what I'm going to ask her.
Right. So we talked about girls trips and you know, how girls bicker and stuff.
Yeah.
So let me ask you one question. Let me see if you know this about me. How can you tell when I'm like aggravated or annoyed?
Alright, so I think when you're aggravated, you start answering short. Like, you'll start giving me short answers. And body language.
Okay.
And I think the importance of knowing when that person or when your person is like annoyed, it's like you have to understand people based off where they are. And I think a big part of that, the importance of that, is knowing when to give that person space, or knowing when to draw yourself closer when they might be feeling like you haven't been around enough, or when you've been around too much. You know, and most women have very strong personalities, especially when they're very strong-headed women. So sometimes that can be a little hard. So it's important to know when your friend got fed up with you, okay? But did I get the answer right?
You did get that right.
Okay.
Very much so.
Alright, so I guess I better ask you a question that kind of relates to that.
I'm scared.
Well, I guess. Okay, so my question to you is, what are a couple, I won't give you an exact number, what are a couple of my pet peeves?
Within like a person, or like our friendship?
No, just in general.
Oh, in general. Wow. Pet peeves. Ooh, child. I would say one of your pet peeves is I don't know why I keep resorting back to like men, but I don't want to. I want to be like very general. But
I have pet peeves in dating.
I know.
I
know. That's what I'm like going with. But I don't want to do that. I want it to be like general.
Okay.
Let me see. Dang, Candace.
What is
Why you do that? What are your pet peeves? Let me see. I gotta sit back on this one. It's a lot. Like, I know them, but
what that I like?
You don't like, for one, men who don't keep their word.
Okay.
You don't like. Why is it so hard for me? Why is it so hard? It's not funny. I got one.
Wait.
Teeth is one. Teeth is her
Bad
pet
teeth.
peeve. Like, bad teeth. That's like her pet peeve for sure. Say.
One more. Just one more.
Because I feel like I'm not hitting them still. I mean, I'm getting them, but I'm not getting the ones that you was thinking about, and that's gonna aggravate me. I don't know, Candace. Like, I did too.
Alright.
No, it's not alright.
I don't really think that there's that much that frustrates me. So there's like only a few specific things that really like, look, like I'm either like good or I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, obviously we talked about men who don't provide and all that. That's a pet peeve for you. Like, don't tell me you're gonna do something, you don't do it.
yeah.
And then teeth. You like people with good teeth. If you don't have good teeth, get out your face. What's another one? What's one that I'm missing?
Well, there's not a lot of stuff that just make me angry, like bad hygiene, but that goes back to teeth. Like you said, people that don't keep their word, and then really like, how about to even like people tell me what I need to do versus versus like suggesting their opinion.
Yeah,
I don't really like that.
I definitely should have said that one. Definitely don't like that. And you also don't like people asking you a lot of questions.
Oh yes. Oh, and one more. You gotta get this one. What's the one thing I absolutely hate? I'll give you a hint.
Okay. Oh yeah. Don't touch her. Do not touch her. Do not touch her. That's like a no. That's a no-go. Especially on the first date, on the first encounter, or no. I think even with people in general, you just don't like that. Like if you don't know me, don't touch me. You're very much like that.
So if I let you touch me, we might be cool.
Yeah.
We might be cool.
Yeah. All right.
Sir.
I got a question. What is one habit that I do a lot that I hate?
I know one habit that you do a lot that I hate.
Wait.
Guys. When you be like guys.
Wait.
Hey guys.
Oh, she's saying hey guys. When I say hey guys, yes.
But the one that you hate is when you say
nope.
Okay. I heard that you. Oh, if you smack. No. Like no.
That I hate. I absolutely hate it, and I said it. I say it.
Now when you say when you say yo.
Nope.
It's something about what you say, right?
Yeah, it's something that I say that I do, and I hate it.
Am I close? Is it like a one word, like a small one word? No.
It's something that I do when I talk.
Talk with your hands?
Nope. It must not be that bad if she know this, but she know I do this.
What is it?
You want me to tell you?
Because I thought you was. I know, like sometimes you'll get upset when you say like too much, like or when you like yup, yeah.
I do hate that for sure. I hate that, but no, that's not what I'm talking
about.
What
is it?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
When I repeat myself.
Oh no, you don't even do that a lot.
Yes, I do. I repeat myself twice. I repeat myself twice. I repeat myself a lot, and I don't know why. It's just something that I do. Yeah. I don't know if my mind just runs too fast.
Yeah. Maybe trying to really process
what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I hate. Yeah, that's one habit that I do a lot that I hate. So.
Huh.
It must not be that bad if she didn't know this.
Yeah, no. Because I rewatch a lot of our videos, and I never understand. So.
Really? Oh, that's good.
And we're very big critiques, like on each other and on ourselves. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh. Okay.
Interesting. Oh, sorry.
But I take it to a fun space.
All right, let's go.
Kind of, sort of.
I'm ready.
What's my favorite song?
Song with Lil Baby. I'll Live by Lil Baby. Is it not?
Well, give me one. Alright, go.
Or she a Nicki fan. Nicki is her girl.
Press the button,
right?
I'm going all in.
So yeah, it's either Lil Baby or Nicki. So Lil Baby all in.
Lil Baby all in or Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Ching ching check.
Okay. Yay. Alright, so what is my love language?
Ooh. I think if I could list 3, because I know there's 5, but I'm not gonna try to remember all 5. I'm gonna say,
and you don't have to list 3, just something that you know for like. Okay, that's her love language.
I would say your love language is like quality time.
For sure. Absolutely, I love quality time. Like I just feel like nothing can replace me being in your presence or we being in each other's presence. Like. Yeah. That's just like irreplaceable. Not enough money can buy it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay. I like it.
Good.
I like it. Well, so while we're here, whenever it comes down to like friendships and friends, like, because you know, whenever your friends are dating, that time gets split between like you might be like a friend set who's so used to your friend being like you guys are both single, and then your friend gets in a relationship and you have to split that time, and you know how you have to understand like when to respect. You have to learn how to respect the person who they're in a relationship as well. It's no longer about just your friend, because you know whenever your friend is in a serious relationship or something like that, and they're dating, you gotta understand, like, okay, we can't be out to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning no more.
That's true.
You know, so what do you think is like a really big thing that changes in a relationship or in a friendship whenever a friend or even both friends get into a relationship?
Exactly what you just said. Knowing, I think it's more so like balancing your time with each person, because obviously, you know, you and your friend have spent a lot of time together, but now this new person has come along, so you got to spend probably a little bit more time with this person. So I think it's just like balancing the time and knowing like it's okay if I spend time with this person today, and it's okay if I spend time with you today. Like, we good, like everybody, we're in a good space. So I think it's just knowing when to balance your time and knowing that it's okay that time gets split up between the guy you're dating and then your friend.
I agree. I agree. That and having those like boundaries, like we might be in the house and we can't like frolic around like nakedly anymore because somebody might come in or something. You know, girls get very comfortable amongst each other, so stuff like that. Really, just taking that into consideration, having respect, showing a different level of respect. Yeah. So jump back in. Just wanted to sidebar a little bit. Why do you think that we match so well, and what's like our strengths and qualities of our friendship?
I think we match well because I feel like we have we're so in sync, and people just don't even understand how in sync we are. Like, I think they're starting to get the picture just over like them watching us. Yeah. Because we get a lot of that, like, y'all know how to mesh well, whatever. So we get a lot of that feedback. But like in real life, you have to be here to understand how in sync we are. Yeah. And so I think we mesh well because not only are we in sync, but we know boundaries with each other, and we just know how to like cope well. Like, if somebody is feeling off, we can feel that, and we know how to like, all right, let me switch the energy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I definitely appreciate that, because not a lot of women know how to do that within each other. And two, I mean, I feel like we're very honest and real with each other. We don't really fuss a lot, but I just think that's just because we just know when to, you know what I'm saying? We know when to give each other space, what you was talking about. And so our qualities or our strengths and weaknesses, is that what you said?
Strengths.
Our strengths in a relationship.
And our friendship.
We know how to have fun. We gonna have fun regardless. Like, we gonna put that over anything. We gonna have fun. So I think that's one of our big strengths that I felt has brought us close together. Okay. Because we both know how to have a good time. Yeah. And steal the show. And what's another one of my strengths? I think just being fabulous together. Like, we are both into like looks and appearances, and we gotta be fly. So I think that's another one of our strengths, because like, you know, nobody's lacking, and if we are lacking, we'll tell each other, hey, you know, you might want to do this or do that, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I appreciate that.
That's a good question. I like that question.
But and to piggyback off what you were saying, I do think that a lot of people notice the syncness or the being in sync of our friendship, because when we go out, people are always gravitating towards our energy, like every time. And then they will, without us even asking, they'll voluntarily say like, we just appreciate y'all energy. Like, we just, and so I guess just kind of the way we vibe together, when we ride together, I think people really vibe with it. Like, people can really pick it up and like gravitate towards it. Yeah.
And they can sense like it's very genuine. You know what I mean? A lot of women can be out here fake kicking it with each other. Yeah. But I think everybody knows, or everybody can sense when something is real, pure, and genuine. Yeah. So I think they get that a lot from us. Like, we real organic. Yeah. Like, this friendship is organic. Yeah. And I love it.
And we'll tell each other too, like, all right, this is what we feel like right now, and we need this to change. Yeah. Like, yeah. I feel like this is happening. This is what's going. Let's change the energy. Yeah. Change the station, and we get right. Get right. Yeah. And that's a big part of having a really good friendship, is just knowing when and how, when to say what and how to say it without, you know, like, you gotta understand each other, knowing like what rubs people the wrong way and how not to step on each other's toes.
Yeah.
Get you a bestie like mine.
Please. Get one like me, baby. One of a kind. No, you can't have her. All right. So, is this our last question?
I have two.
Oh, okay, I got two then. What is one goal?
Alright.
That I want to accomplish?
Okay. I think one goal that you want to accomplish is becoming a television personality. Maybe not necessarily in the acting world or anything like that, but definitely and then being a big part in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, for sure.
Did I get it right?
You did.
Is that what you was thinking?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely one goal that I'm still striving to this day to get to. So yeah.
And we're almost here.
Almost. One step. One step. Yeah.
So while you brought that up, and I know we're talking about friendship today, but something just kind of laid on me a little bit. And I feel like where we're from, we're from a small town called Waycross, Georgia. And oftentimes in small towns, people can like not really have that ability to dream because you don't see a lot of larger things around you that makes you say, I want to be like that, or I want to be like this. And so a lot of people don't know, but one of my biggest dreams growing up was to be a pilot. And so, but you know, growing up in a small town, I just didn't think that was possible. You know, I've never seen a black woman pilot, you know what I'm saying? So that just seems so out of touch. So do you think that was one of your like dreams growing up, or was that something that kind of just came as you were older? And then like, do you think people should like, how would you, I guess, encourage people like to follow their dreams, or even if you like feel like it might be too late, like you've already gone through college or something like that, do you think people should just like find their talent, a new talent, and stick with it, or still always like go after those dreams?
So I would say my dream of becoming, or my dream of, you know, diving into the entertainment industry didn't come till like after, like when I was in college and I started experiencing different things. That's where my passion and, you know, all that come from. So I would say I didn't dream about it when I was a little kid, but I do say if you have a dream, you know, to stick it out. You know what I mean? Like, go for it. Don't, just because it don't happen one way, that doesn't mean it can't happen another way. You know what I mean? And when I hear the word no, like no, you can't do something, or no, you didn't get approved, or no, this not happening, I just look at no as like next opportunity.
Yeah.
And so I would definitely encourage anybody out there, if you have a dream that you have not reached, it's not too late. It's never too late.
Right.
Like if you see all these, going back to like the entertainment world, all these actors and actresses, they didn't get, you know, big roles until they was like 40s and 50s. Like
I saw
Denzel Washington and
Taraji P. Henson.
Yes, like all these people didn't start getting fame until later in life. So no, it's never too late to go after your dream. Ever.
Shout out to all queens. I eat no for breakfast.
Right. That's right. That's how we do. Eat no for breakfast. I need to start back with those shirts because it was definitely inspiring.
So who asked the last question? Is it my turn or your turn?
I don't know what you would say. Oh, I asked.
Oh yeah, you asked what was your dream, your goal when you were so young. Well, I'll take that and go for, what do I desire from my future spouse?
Oh Lord, to provide for her. If you ain't provide, I'm sorry, buddy.
And that's an equal give and take. It's not just a
right, but you definitely want him to provide.
But he's definitely got to be the man in the house, and
yeah, he's got to be an alpha man for sure.
He's got to make me feel like I can trust him to lead me without driving me to a brick wall.
Right. Yeah. And you really desire a best friend and a spouse.
Yeah.
We talk about that a lot, but you definitely like express that you really want a best friend. Like
yeah. All right. That's right. You got it right.
Thank you. All right. And my last question: what is my best characteristic trait that you like about me as a friend?
I think my favorite characteristic about you individually is that you know how to you know when to do certain things, like certain gestures to make me feel better when I'm feeling down. Like, for instance, last year around my birthday, I was kind of like down and out a little bit. Not even down and out. I was just tired. Like, I needed some rest. I was physically tired. We was ripping and running a lot. You know, mentally, there was just a lot going on. So I was just like beat. And I was telling Bria that I went, and months before, that I was in the mall and smelled this like perfume that I love. And she went out not only and got it for me for my birthday, but I was not in Atlanta at the time, so she even sent it to me like no excuses. And those are the things that I value, because a lot of times people think friendships is just hanging out with somebody or something like that, like y'all want to hang out together. But no, friendships really require like two people putting in equal of an effort, or even, you know, just putting in effort. Like you gotta treat it like you treat your relationships, honestly. Like, it's not just the, hey, let's go hang out, girl. It's like, you know, I want to know what's going on in your life. Like, I want to know, you know, like, how can I help? You know, making that person feel special and spending quality time together.
Aw, I didn't know that.
So that was, I think that's my fave.
Okay, I like it.
So for my last question,
let's go.
So this one is a real question to see if you know how much you know about me. What do you think are my top 3 qualities that I love most about myself?
I think one of them is your persona, the way you carry yourself, the way you walk in and you demand attention. You like that about yourself, for sure. Your teeth, your smile, you really like, you really enjoy that. You really like that about yourself. And then another one, I think what you like about yourself is you know how to talk and convince your way around a person. You can run circles with these words. Like, she be like literally can type a whole sentence and I be like, all right, what does this word mean, Ken? It's like, stop using big words on me. But no, she's very intelligent, and I think that's one trait that you like about yourself, that you're very intelligent, you're very wise, and you know how to put words into sentences that make you be like, okay, wait. But no. Did I get some?
No, yeah, you got 3 good ones.
Okay.
3 good ones.
Well, I mean, tell me, what?
Those are 3 good ones.
Okay.
If I had to add one, I would say probably, I like about myself, one thing that I like about myself is that I think it's more like of my independent nature. Like, as much as I'm like assertive about the things that I want, I'm still going to make sure I have it. And so my independent nature.
And you're not afraid to go. Like, you're just not afraid to do. Like, you're not afraid to move anywhere that's unfamiliar. You're very adaptable.
Adaptability is one of my favorites. We talk about that a lot, and that's one of the qualities we share, is being able to be adaptable. And we talk about how important that is, because so often you can like be in a space and not know how to code switch, or not know how to like just be cool, like keep it cool.
Right.
And that has gotten us into a lot of rooms, but it has also allowed us to meet a lot of great people. Just knowing how to, you know, use that intelligence when you need it, or use that kickback when you need it. Like, be that woman who you could go to the club with that man, or you could go to church with your man, or, you know, just really the importance of having that adaptability is like key.
I agree.
Free game, be adaptable. Don't walking up in the in nobody's like space like at the snooty. Like, know how to kick it.
And a lot of people always prejudge us, and I don't want to even get into the next topic, but just to throw this out here, a lot of people prejudge us. Like, you know, we act a certain way, or we act sedity or what, but no, when you get to know us, we're really down to earth. And everybody that we've connected with or came in contact with has really said, like, y'all are down to earth, like, y'all really dope, like dope individuals. So don't be quick to judge. Stay tuned for the next episode today because we diving deep in that one for sure.
The prejudgment episode coming, and it's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Well, I think we pretty much touched on like everything that we wanted to cover as far as like friendships and the qualities of a friendship. But has it been anything that we haven't said that you feel like makes a good friend? Like qualities in a friend that you feel like is a necessity that we have not talked about?
I done roll or die. You gotta be a ride or die. You gotta be a ride or die. Like, I think the other day I was at the grocery store and we were on the phone and she said, we robbed a bank. What if we robbed a bank and got caught? We robbed the bank for $1 million, but the bail for the person who got caught was $5 million. What would you do? And we of course talked it out, like to figure out what we really do if that was a real situation.
Yeah.
But it's just been a ride or die. Like, don't let people like talk about your best friend to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't put yourself or your best friend in places or spaces where anybody else should feel comfortable coming to you about them.
Right.
Because then it's like, well, why they felt okay telling you that, or talk, stuff like that. So really just having that ride or die nature.
Yeah. And knowing that can't nobody come to me and tell me about my friend.
Right.
Like, what?
Right.
You can't tell me something I don't already know.
Right. Right. And that's the big part about like really having a true genuine friend is finding that like sisterhood or brotherhood and in a person who you have no blood relationship to.
Yeah. I agree.
I think that's what I would say is having like that ride or die.
Yeah.
Anything that you think we didn't mention that we should add?
No. I think we pretty much covered what a good friend and what friendships mean.
Yeah.
But let me ask, has it been any friends that you lost that you may have like regretted or felt not so easy about it? Like,
I don't think so. Honestly, because I believe that people naturally grow apart. And so the people who I have lost in the past that were friends, and I probably at that time I wish it was a long-term relationship or a long-term friendship, I think we just simply grew apart. It was never like, I've never just like broke up with a friend based off beef, or like pettiness. I won't say pettiness, but based off like we upset each other. Like we got like when I see you in the streets, animosity. There you go. It's not like that. It was always like we just grew apart. Life kind of. Once you still climbing, y'all might be climbing in different directions, and that's all.
Yeah, I agree. To a certain extent, but
why you feel indifferent?
I mean, I would just say like I haven't really lost a friend who I felt was a friend.
Yeah.
Like even since just taking it back like to middle school, it's always been hard for me to like make friends.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was just because of my social skills. I was the only child, so that might have been a part of it. But when I did make my friends, I made them, and like we became like this. And till this day, we're still friends.
Yeah.
So I look at that like if I can hold a 10+ year relationship with someone, and still continue to build relationships that are not lost, then obviously if I've lost you on the way, then we really wasn't connected in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's important. Having that discernment.
Yeah, for sure.
Who gotta stay in your life?
Yeah, who gotta stay and who gotta go, unfortunately. But
speaking of, I like this orange girl. It's giving summer. It's giving
summer. I love
it. It's giving pop of color. It's giving. That's a good question. Where should we go? Where should we go? Spread our cheerful orange to. But no, and that's another big part of friendship is being able to compliment each other.
Yeah.
And like not ever finding competition. You know what I'm saying? Like she mentioned, we're very like fly individuals. Very. And so it's never really like we always know we both can come step.
Yeah.
So it's never really that. But you got to be able to compliment your friend because even like in relationships, like you'll see that people like you want your boyfriend to compliment you.
Yeah.
You want your friend to compliment you, like, because you're gonna look at that person like, but you bad.
Yeah.
You bad.
Yeah.
You a bad girl.
Yeah.
And so really hearing that from somebody who you already look at as like a fly chick or a fly dude, having and then that, and people are naturally going to compliment other people, so you never want your friend to feel like, oh, she always resharing these other people, or she always complimenting, telling them how they cute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's always good to just kind of like throw that reassurance out there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so we just wanted to pop in and give you guys another episode with us. Here we're located in Atlanta, Georgia, but we just want to pop in and talk to you guys about something that's very near and dear to us, and that is what brought us here today, which is friendship.
I love it. I love this episode. This probably, I don't want to be biased yet, but I think this is my favorite episode for sure.
It was very easy.
Yeah,
it was very easy.
Very easy. Well, we thank y'all so much for joining. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.
Hit that bell so that you can catch all notifications whenever we post a new video.
Yes, and thank y'all so much.
And we really appreciate, the last thing I want to say is that we appreciate the interaction we get from you guys. Don't be afraid to let us know what y'all want to hear from us. What topics do you want us to cover? And really just like what experiences you might want to hear a little bit more background, or you want us to touch on and dive into a little deeper.
Yeah.
So continue to interact with us. Follow us on Instagram @GrowingDemands, and bye.